Hello, everyone. Today we will talk about celebrations. And of course, we will keep in mind the grammar points planned for today. Be going to for future general intentions and indirect objects. The objective for this session is to talk about activities for special occasions using be going to and indirect objects. Let's start with the following. So let's keep in mind celebrations, birthdays, the grammar, which is going to be going to and indirect objects, vocabulary, activities on special occasions, and of course, speaking activities. Now let's talk about birthdays. Let's see. Here we have January. Those are the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. We will keep that in mind because we can perfectly ask ourselves, when is your birthday? For example, I can perfectly say my birthday is on January the 26th. So notice that you are using the preposition on because that's specific and the month of the year, January. That depends on your birthday. The question is when's your birthday? So my birthday is next month. I'm going to have a party. My friends are going to give me presents and we're going to have fun. My family is going to celebrate with us too. My dad is going to give me something special and my mom is going to prepare a delicious cake. Are you going to come too? So let's discuss be going to, which is gonna be the first grammar point. Notice, I can perfectly say I am or I'm going to. And then we have the verb, going to have a party. My friends are going to give me presents. Let's keep this verb in mind, give. We're going to have fun. My dad is not going to buy me anything. Are you going to come too? So those are sentences and questions that you keep in mind for our first grammar point, which is going to be going to. Notice that in this case, I'm using the verb be for I'm, and then going to. I'm going to, and then the verb, and then, of course, the complement. My friends, they are going to give me presents. We are going to have fun. My dad is not. Notice that I can perfectly use the negative form too. Going to buy me anything. And you can perfectly use be going to in questions. Are you going to come to? When do we use this structure? We use it to talk about future plans in a long term. And of course, that's going to be for intentions too. Now, we can perfectly use useful time expressions, which are next year, someday in the future, in a few years, in about, and then you insert the number of years. For affirmative forms, we can perfectly have I'm going to do something fun. For negative form, we're not going to eat cake. For question, for yes/no questions, you can perfectly say, are you going to come? And WH questions, where are you going to go? Now let's talk about indirect objects. When do we use indirect objects? Let's take this into account, this example. My brother's birthday is coming up. I think I'm going to give them clothes. Notice that I'm talking about my brothers, so that's the same to say them, because I have already mentioned them. I'm going to give my mother a gift. Notice that I'm using this verb. This is very a characteristic that this verb has, is that it accepts indirect objects. For example, I'm going to give who? My mother a gift. I'm going to give a gift to my mother. That is the clue that you have to follow. I'm going to send her some flowers. I'm going to send some flowers to her. I want to buy my father a watch. I want to buy a watch for my father. I'm going to give him a Rolex. I'm going to give a Rolex to him, to my father. I'm buying my brothers something nice. I'm buying something nice for my brothers. I think I'm going to give them clothes. I think I'm going to give clothes to them. So notice that I can perfectly substitute the sentence, and we can perfectly use the preposition to or for whenever we talk about indirect objects. My mother, her, my father, him, my brothers, them. Those are the verbs that we usually use whenever we take indirect objects. Give, send, buy, plus noun or object pronoun, plus the complement. For example, I'm going to give my mother a gift. I'm going to send her some flowers. I'm going to buy her something ugly. Or I'm not gonna buy her something ugly. Those are object pronouns. Me, you, him, her, them, it, us. Are you going to buy me something? Henry's gonna send you flowers. They don't want to buy us a present, and can we send them a gift card? Now, it's time to practice so we can perfectly continue with the rest of the presentation.